as long as I can be out there in the ring and I'm hanging with the Brock Lesnars, the Kurt Angles, the Triple H's, you know what? If I'm on an equal level as those guys, why should I retire? I still have a lot that I'm at a point now.
Good money too, I'm thinking.
Well, yeah, the money's great. I've made my money and you know, I've done well with all that. Why I wrestle now is because I enjoy this. Plus, it's my turn to start giving back. I mean, you know, we've talked about being the locker room leader, but now I have the ability that I don't have the pressure on me. You know, financially I'm set. I've done everything that there is to do in this business. Now I'm enjoying myself. Plus, I'm taking some of these guys that I think have a lot of potential that really don't know what they're doing yet, and I can hands-on work with these guys. And that's my contribution to continuing the success of our industry. But you know, my biggest worry in life, as far as wrestling is concerned, is that I'm in the ring and some father who watched me for years takes his son and he goes, you know, son, this is the Undertaker here. Boy, I wish you could have seen him win. That means it's time for me to hang it up. when they're saying, you know, and when guys feel, you know, and hopefully they would tell me, the guys that I work with and the guys that I wrestle against, hopefully they would tell me, you know what, you might need to think about something, you know, because I would hate to know that anybody ever laid back to protect me, you know, because that's not what I'm about. So as long as I can go and I can hang with our top guys, I got no reason to leave.
Toughest opponent?
Toughest opponent, wow. There's several in different areas. Mankind probably took years off my career.
You probably took years off his.
Probably years off his too. Nothing in my 17 years in this business was more physical than the wars that I had with Mankind. On a wrestling, on a more of a wrestling format, I think Bret Hart. He was always a real challenge for me in the ring, and he actually brought something out of me that a lot of people never got to see because of what my character was. They actually got to see that I could wrestle and I could work against somebody who did wrestle. Some of my favorite matches are with him because you got this big brawler, power guy against, you know, this cunning wrestler. And to this day, I think my matches with Bret were some of the best.
Okay, well, what is your favorite match? Is there one that stands out?
My favorite match that'll probably stay in my mind is probably the first Hell in a Cell with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
I lost the match, but I think on just the fact that it was the first time that there was a Hell in a Cell, and just the physicality of it, you know, the beating that I give him was, you know, it was off the chart. You know, everybody says that the match with Mankind was, you know, the greatest cell match or the greatest cage match because, you know, I threw him off the top and I choke slammed him through, which were, you know, those images are burned in people's minds who are wrestling fans. But I think on a psychology and storytelling and physicality and brutality, that the first Hell in a Cell with Shawn Michaels.